unconstructed, unsuccessful, demolished, and forgotten buildings, structures, and architecture. This is another mansion from the Gilded Age. I really like this one. This is the residence of G.S. Frost, 86 Edmund Place, built in 1881. This mansion was built in 1881 and it was demolished in 1998. This is one of the longest lasting Gilded Age mansions. It lasted for over 100 years. I like this one. This is like a castle mansion, a mini castle mansion, a mini mansion castle. It was bright, it was red in color. I like this one. This doesn't exist anymore, it was demolished. Here's a photo of it in real life. This is Frost's mansion. This street used to be full of Gilded Age mansions. Everything is in ruins today. It's like a ghost town. Frost's mansion is gone. It was the best one. This is from Detroit. This mansion was located in Detroit. This was the best mansion in Detroit streets. It's gone now. This is another Gilded Age mansion. It's called The Lodge. This belonged to a wealthy woman. It was built in the late 1800s and it was demolished just a few years after it was built. This mansion is long gone. It's more of a cottage mansion. This is the Palace of Culture. It was part of the San Francisco Exposition in 1915. A lot of buildings like these were demonstrated in the 1915 San Francisco Exposition, and then shortly they were all demolished. So this is long gone as well. It looks like an imperial fortress. Ah, these are designs for Eiffel Towers. These are alternative designs for the Eiffel Tower. I'll tell you which ones are my favorites. I have two favorites here. One is this one. The third one. And this last one. So this one and this one. This is called the Monument of Liberty, or the Monument of Freedom. It was supposed to be a giant golden monument dedicated to freedom and liberty. It's basically 3 golden statues holding a giant golden sphere. These are the people down there. It looks like 100 meters tall. It was never built. It was supposed to be a symbol to liberty and freedom, but it was never built. This is another very old design from the Napoleonic times, I believe, from the 1700s. The idea was to build a building in the shape of an animal, in the shape of a pink elephant. Animal buildings. This is the underground stairs or entrance. These are the stairs right here, the spiral staircase. There are rooms inside, and there's even a forest or a small park with trees located in the elephant's butt, near the elephant's butt or back. This was never built, or it was built and later demolished. This is one of the most eccentric designs, building designs, ever presented. But the people were very critical of this, and nothing came of this. People who have no taste or don't care about such things shouldn't be in positions of power or determinism. It is people like them that put it into ideas like this. This is another building from the late 19th century, early 20th century. It was supposed to be a giant hotel with restaurants and a crystal space upper hotel dining room located at the top. This was supposed to be, I believe, over 300 meters tall. Over 300 meters in the beginning of the 20th century. This was unheard of. This building was so enormous that it was never built. And the architect died without ever building it. This was his greatest project. This is the front entrance. It's built like a rocket ship. Like a giant rocket ship building or a missile ship building or a torpedo-like building. Here is the design on the left, the internal design. The floors, the staircase. The space dining room was located at the top, and it was complete with a giant star or sun. The space tower. This is one of the tallest buildings ever proposed. It was never completed. This is a design from the early Soviet Russia period, called Tatlin's Tower. The idea was to build a giant mechanical rotating tower. This was supposed to be a headquarter building, a mechanical clockwork rotating building. This is the design, and this is what it would have looked like in real life. It would have overshadowed everything else in the distance. It was never built.